What's up, fam? This is your Professor Karriemah Lotus with another edition of BBI Talks. Now, today, this is actually the platform. Let me start there. This is a platform where Black business owners discuss issues that matter. However, I'm so excited, y'all. I was like ready to just go out the gate, full energy, full throttle with my guests, but I have to lay this foundation right, okay? So this is supposed to be the beginnings of Black History Month, right? But we at BBI Talks recognize that Black history is being made 365 days out the year. We don't need 28 days to honor and to acknowledge our Black history makers, both those who have gone on before us, our elders, as well as those who are making history right here and right now. I have such a wonderful lineup of Black business owners, y'all. I mean, I'm telling you, this is going to be a phenomenal part 2 of the Black Business Pop-Up Showcase. It's going to be so lit, y'all. You're going to want to pull out your paper, your pens, your tablets. You're going to want to take notes. You're going to know what the Instagram handles are so that you can spend your Black dollars with Black businesses. How are we going to talk about a Black History Month and we shop with other people? Where they do that at? We have to shop with our own. And it's not about hating other people, y'all. It's called self-love.
We gotta bring businesses back. My business is black. My business is black as the universe. I know why they mad. They gotta react. Cause we're universal influencers. I can supply you the man. Get what I need out the land. The earth is the kingdom of God. Glad that I know where I am. We gotta bring businesses back. My business is black. My business is black as the universe. I know why they mad. They gotta react. Cause we're universal influencers. I can supply you the man. I can supply you the man. Get what I need out the land. Glad that I know where I am.
I've got our first guest, Brother Mark. I know y'all have seen him all over Instagram. It's an honor, it's a privilege and a pleasure to have this Black man on BBI Talks. I mean, what else? What does this brother not do? I mean, you blowing up Instagram, blowing up Facebook. Now you got Healthy Mentality Clothing. Look, I just got to bring him on. Brother Mark Muhammad Jr., y'all. What's up, brother? Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, man. How are you?
Man, I'm on top of the world, brother. I'm on top of the world. How you doing? What's going on in your world?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. What's going on in my world? I'm just living life, trying to get this new business off the ground. This will be my 3rd business.
Oh wow!
Trying to hit that 7 streams of income, but trying to hit it gracefully and in full control and also in full force. The God force is what I call it.
That's right. That's right. Now tell us a little bit about the other 2 businesses that you started.
Oh yeah, yes, ma'am. I'm actually an insurance broker. I run an insurance firm called Health Benefits Awareness LLC. And pretty much that's just people who are disabled and have low income. I give them free insurance. That's pretty much what I do. The second one is just is the real estate firm. Just got some few properties, looking to buy some land, got a few housing, trying to upgrade the Black community by purchase a low income home, and just fixing it up over a period of time to help raise that property value for us and whoever else would like to buy. And it's right before we got on here, I just was in talks of purchasing a barbershop. As well. So that may be, that may be in the works as well. I used to be a barber too. So that's how I got on that conversation. So yeah.
And if you don't mind me asking, brother, because there's stereotypes out there about our brothers, right?
Okay.
And I'm trying to smash all that today. If you wouldn't mind telling the audience, how old are you, brother?
Oh, I'm 29. I just turned 29.
Come on now. Come on now. That's the Black God at work. Come on now. I love it. I absolutely love it. And brother, I saw your advertisement for your Healthy Mentality, and I want you to kind of get into the background of where that comes from. But when I saw your Instagram promotion about it, I was like, yo, I got to get mine. And so I ordered it, and I was sporting, I was repping my shirt. And I want people to go out there and like make sure they buy all the shirts that you have available on hand so that you have to go back and order some more, right? Have more made. But tell us about the background about healthy mentality. Where'd that come from?
Well, it actually started from another idea that I had, another business idea. Just the business idea didn't go all the way through due to my partner. He had some strokes. So what I wanted to do was, I like the term healthy because you could flip it any other way. So I had to come up with something that was going to kind of have a little ring to it. There's a battle rapper by the name of Loaded Lux. He has a song called Healthy. Yeah. And I'm listening to it. I like it because the hook is everything healthy. Got the greens and the lettuce and something, you know, he just kept it going like that. So I said healthy. I like that name. So I looked up the definition of the word healthy, something that's nutritionist value once you consume it mentally or nutrition wise. So I'm like, okay, if we got healthy images with a healthy slogan on top of it, that goes well with a healthy mentality. So that's how I came up with the name Healthy Mentality. Also, at that same time, I was looking at so many other entrepreneurs that was being born in 2020. I didn't see nothing really productive. I seen a whole lot of, ski mask images, and it'd be like a bear that's high off weed or something, or a teddy bear with his eye poked out bleeding. I'm just like, what's that? So I said, let me come up with something that's more productive, more positive, more influential, that represents us properly with proper slogans, proper empowerment status, empowerment slogans, things like that, and images. Let me go ahead and come up with something like that. So all that merged together, Healthy Mentality, with images and names as well, slogans as well. So that's how I came up with all that.
That's dope, brother. And actually on the shirt that I ordered, and I think it's the same one that you have on, it's the image of from Coming to America.
No, it's actually the image of the Remember the Time video.
Remember the Time. Yes. Okay. That's right. And it was with Eddie Murphy and Ooyiman. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
When they were sitting on their throne, right? Sitting at the throne. And I remember when that video came out, I think that might have been the first time that a video that depicted us Black folk as being royalty. I don't think it ever been done where it actually was something that was brought to the mainstream, right? We had other productions that were smaller, no less important, but they were, smaller productions. But Brother Michael Jackson, may Allah be pleased, I mean, he went all out to make that thing, I mean, just a phenomenal production. I venture to say it probably was only eclipsed by the amount of energy and work that he put into Thriller at that time. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so what made you choose that particular image for Healthy Mentality?
Well, I wanted something that was going to stand out, that people were familiar with. And it also is still relevant to this day. So when people start to ask questions about, a lot of people think it's Coming to America, but it's really that Michael Jackson video. They actually wanted Michael Jackson to remake that video because of how strong they was afraid of the amount of empowerment that video, a 9-minute video with the biggest influential artist ever created. They was afraid of that. They wanted him to remake the video. So I took that image, modified it a little bit, kind of made it my own. And it would draw up conversations like how me and you are talking about it right now. Therefore, I could teach on it and give it insight, influence, and information as well, along with having a positive shirt, a positive nice shirt on your body too. So that was one of the reasons. The second one is I mean, it's king and queen status. It's a perfect picture. Eddie Murphy and Ooyiman on there. It's a beautiful, nice looking picture. It has the gold, the raiments, the staff on there that represents royalty and the law and the government of the law and the empowerment, and pretty much saying that I run this thing. I've been running it since then, and I'm going to run it all over again when time comes. That's right. You know, it had all that. Yeah, it had all that inside of it. So, you know, I was just like, okay, this got to be perfect. You know what I mean? So that was the main two reasons why that one was chosen as pretty much the main front line for the Healthy Mentality logo.
And I love it. And I'm really asking everybody who is going to watch this interview to log on. Where do they go to get it? Where do they go on Instagram to order their shirts? Yeah,
you can go Healthy Mentality Clothing on Instagram, on Facebook. You can go just type in my name, Brother Mark Muhammad. It's inside my bio on my website, or just go to the website, healthymentalityclothing.com. And just go straight to the source, get a few other things that's up in there. I have some things in there for the Black Queen as well. You know, that's where you can get it at.
Dope. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show today, Brother Mark. It really is an honor. And I hope and pray this won't be the last time that you join us here at BBI Talks. I'm really interested in getting more into your story, especially nowadays, brother, because we hear so much, you know what I mean? And so we need to hear from you and other positive brothers such as yourself that can give a different perspective on things. And so, you know, this is my humble attempt at inviting you back, brother.
Well, sister, I appreciate you letting me be on. I was actually right before you wrote me, I was just thinking like, yo, I need to get on a show or something. And you just popped up. I was just like, oh man, look at Allah. Yeah.
Look how Allah works. Look, won't he do it?
I promise you. I appreciate it. Yes, I love it. We'll most definitely do it again. Just whenever you're ready, and we'll just take it from there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we definitely would do that. And one more time, what's the name of the Instagram that people can order the shirts?
Healthy Mentality Clothing. You can go right up in there. Healthy Mentality
Clothing. And we'll also have that in the show notes. And then my partner, my husband, my partner in purpose, he's going to make sure that handle is in the chat box and stuff like that, so that people who are watching can go ahead and go over there. You know, wait till after the show, but they can go over there and order their shirts, right, for themselves as well as for their queens, right? I thank you so much, big brother Mark. Peace.
Peace.
Man, y'all, that's what's up. That's what it's about, having a healthy mentality going into 2021. And I just can't thank Brother Mark and other brothers and sisters like him that are really trying to elevate our consciousness, because that's really what it's about, y'all, is elevating the consciousness. Now, just when you thought 29, brother has it going on, he's got his businesses popping, and you might think, but he's still an older brother. You know, he's still, you know, I got a sister, y'all, who's about to come up to bat. And I'm going to let the sister tell you how old she is, y'all. But sister has her own product line. And I have just been super duper excited. Any opportunity that I could think of that I can ask sister to participate in, I'm calling her, because I just love what she's doing. And it just makes this sister proud to see our young sisters just coming up the ranks with these beautiful products, and then have a really wonderful mission behind it. So without further ado, I know you've seen her all over Instagram doing her thing with Powder Power. Sister Karriemah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, sis. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me here today. I appreciate it. And the wonderful introduction. Just thank you.
All praises due to Allah. Look, and well deserved, sis, and so much more. And I want to give a special extension of my greetings and love to your parents. I know they probably within earshot of this conversation. I want to make sure they know that I'm extending my greetings and love. So how you doing, Sister Karriemah?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm excited to be here today. And I'm gonna say this now since you said you're gonna let me say my age. I am young, I am Black, I am 14 years old. I have my own business.
Come on now. Yeah. 14. Come on now. So tell us about your product, because they'll say, "Oh, 14. What does she have? A lemonade stand?" No, sister is doing it. Tell us about your product, Power.
Very fun fact. I wanted to start a lemonade stand at first because when I was 9 years old, my mother came up to me and said, "You're 9 years old. You need to start your own business like I did. Lemonade is too common." So I went a different road and I decided to do powder because during the development of this product, I learned that other powder products have talcum in it, which causes cancer. And we don't want to do that to our brothers and sisters. And second, powder is very fun to play with. So, if I get to have fun with it and I get to benefit other people, then
you all in. Uh-oh, did she freeze?
It probably did. I apologize. The service is a bit wonky, but I'm still here.
No problem. We left off at children playing in powder and getting it all over my floor. And
right. I did that. I was little children.
Well, I'm sure your parents have a greater amount of patience than I do. Because powder is messy. But just being real. But okay, so you have different scents to your powders.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Now my personal favorite is lavender.
That's our top seller.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that lavender, it just smells so fresh and clean, and the powder is silky. I mean, I love it. What other scents do you offer?
Oh, wait, there's a list of them. We have lavender, we got lavender zest, which is a mix of lavender and lemongrass. We have lavender vanilla. We have rose. we have lavender frankincense. We have Asiatic spice. We have Serenity East. We have Kiam, which is inspired by my father, Brother Abdul Kiam. And it's just a whole collection and a variety of different fragrances and scents. So.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Multiple choices.
I'm gonna have to try the lavender with the lemongrass. That's new to me.
Lavender zest. Yes, ma'am. Check it out. Try it out. It smells divine.
Oh, I'm sure it does. So now what makes your powder? You mentioned what other powders have that are toxic, but what is it that makes your powder unique?
Well, for starters, powder power is all natural, which I state every time, but also it's homemade with all natural ingredients that are bought in the store. And we just really want to make sure that with the ingredients that we use, we understand what we're using and we understand the benefits that it gives for other people who use it. So like with the different ingredients that you may read on the label, it's tapioca flour, arrowroot powder, and bentonite clay, and then of course the fragrance scents and whatnot. And so we just want to make sure that the powder benefits people, but also smells good. So
yes, beautiful. And there's so many different ways that you can use powder. I mean, obviously, as a way of being fresh, but you also talked about, and I'm not saying that I like troll your Instagram, but but I will say that I noticed that you can use the powder. Even barbers can use it. Can you talk about that too?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. With the usage of powder power in the barber shop, to be honest, I haven't really heard too much about how it's used, but I do know that the barbers use it, I guess, in the hair. Like I said, I'm more so with the body when it comes to the usage of the powder. So I haven't really heard too much about what people are doing it with their hair and things, but I heard great things about how they're using it in that area. So I can only take their word for it.
Well, I mean, when I take our son, when I used to take him to the barber, now my husband takes him, I noticed that after they do the lineup and everything, they kind of put a little little powder on the back there. And so now they have an alternative to whatever they were using before, that they can use your product, Powder Power, and not have to worry about giving their clients cancer. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. That's exactly how it works.
Look, I'm very light, sis. I'm very light. I like to joke. I like to laugh.
Yes, ma'am.
So now what is it that how has your product been responded to? Like, what is the response from people when they see that, you know, you're 14, you're selling your powder? What has been the response from the public and the community?
Well, for starters, I've seen a lot of reviews how the products have benefited them, like skin-wise. Like, I'm gonna actually give you an example because I actually conducted a project for AXA one year where I had not patients, but I used friends and family who have eczema. And I had them apply the powder in a paste form to those different patches for about a week or so, and they saw a difference. So in that sense, people with eczema have used it as a paste form, and it's cleared up their skin significantly. Like my best friend, she has eczema, and it's abundant, and she used the powder on it, and it cleared up her eczema significantly, and she thanked me for that. And then others, when it comes to seeing the CEO, me, a young Black girl who's 14, it's a surprise to them. Like, wow, she's young and she's doing all this, and so yeah, that's pretty much the feedback.
Oh, that is tremendous, sister. That is tremendous. Man, Allah is God. I absolutely think that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So what I'm assuming that are you on campus for school, or are you online?
No, ma'am, I'm online.
You're online. And you know, have you decided what direction you want to move in terms of a profession?
Well, not necessarily. I do know that inshallah, coming year 2022, summer 2022, I'll be graduating with a degree in business because I have a business. But one of my more major passions is art. I love to draw. So if I were ever to, yes, ma'am. So if I were to ever to gear into like going to a college or a university or anything like that, it would definitely be more so under the liberal arts category, like maybe going into animation. But as of right now, my plans are to just get that major in business and see where that goes afterwards.
Awesome. Well, I know that you are definitely, whatever you decide to do in business or animation, you're definitely going to continue to make your mark on this world. What are your next steps for Powder Power? Look, just saying that. Powder Power. I mean, I love it. I feel empowered just saying it. What are the next steps for your product?
Well, as of right now, since, you know, we're online, everybody's stuck at home, you ain't got nowhere to go, really. We are definitely working to keep boosting the presence of Powder Power and just really get it out there, especially since everybody is all over social media trying to entertain themselves, trying to find different, you know, changes to their routines since they're being stuck at home and things like that. So really we're really pushing on advertising, getting in those sales, those purchases, and just spreading it. And we're trying to get it national wide, and then inshallah, internationally spread, and Powder Power is going to be drawn all across the world. So
that's right. Speak it into existence. I love it. Speak it into existence. So now this is my final question, sis, because I got another sister who's going to come up right behind you with her wonderful products as well.
Yes, ma'am.
But I appreciate you spending this time with me. I really do. And
you're very welcome.
I'm going to have to ask if you can come back at a later time.
Absolutely.
Yes, I would love for you to come back in this yes. But I wanted you to speak to the other young ladies and the young men out there who are 14 or somewhere in that age group. What would you like to share with them, being the CEO of your own business that is a successful business that has a mission to it? What would you like to say to those young people?
If you have an idea, roll with it. You're creative no matter what. It's your idea. It's from you. So therefore, it's going to be big. And if you push it into existence and you bring it into existence and you work hard, it's going to be amazing and it's going to be grand. And just be creative with it and have fun. That's the biggest thing. With Powder Power, I'm having fun with what I'm doing. It may be beneficial to other people. I may be getting money from this, But that's not the most important thing to me. I am having fun doing this. I have fun creating the idea for Powder Power. I have fun making it. I have fun advertising it. I have fun making the content. Have fun with it, and you'll enjoy it 10 times more than just making money with it.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Well, thank you so much for those wonderful words of wisdom, my sister. And may Allah continue to grant you continued success, as well as Brother Mark. I want to say that as well. My prayers extend to him as well for his success. But I thank you so much for joining us. And how can they order Powder Power from you? Where can they find you?
The website is powderpower.co, powderpower.co, powderpower.co. Come get your purchases today.
That's right. And then on Instagram is what?
At Your Powder Power.
All right. So please follow our sister, and more importantly, purchase her Powder Power. And yes, you'll be getting an order from me as well. That lavender with the lemongrass. Yes.
The lavender's yes, ma'am. I hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we're going to end this part of our pop-up. Thank you, Powder Power, Sister Karriemah Muhammad. I've got another sister, a young sister. She's here. She's going to come up behind you with her wonderful business. And so peace. Man, y'all, I just want to take a moment. I have to catch my breath because I really do get excited when I see our young people doing it. And when I say young people, you know, those who might be, you know, a little bit younger than me, you know, just a little bit. You know, like the brother Mark's, he's just a little bit younger than me. But the brother's doing it. You know, he's got his businesses. He's very clear. He's very intentional about what he's doing and how he wants to serve our people. And that, y'all, is critical to our success, our longevity, and our relevancy. And then we have Sister Karriemah with Powder Power. Okay? You can put powder on and don't catch cancer. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of powder I want, y'all. That's the kind of powder that I use. Okay. And so we got to support our young people. And I have another sister that I'm about to bring up. Oh, it warms my heart, y'all. She has her own dance studio. Yes, dance studio. And I'm going to let her tell you how old she is and when she started as well. Where's our sister Rayana? Are you with us?
Yes, ma'am. Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam, beloved. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Praise be to Allah. Thank you for asking. So, okay, I don't know if maybe you can turn the light facing you.
Yes,
so we can see your face.
Yes, ma'am. Is that better?
Okay, here we go. So we can see your beautiful face. Here is Sister Rayana Copeland. And she has her own dance studio called Elevated Places Dance Expressions. Yes. Yes. So tell us about this. Tell us about the dance studio.
Yes, ma'am. So I started Elevated Places Dance Expressions when I was in 10th grade. So I was 15 going on 16 and back in 2018.
Wait, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you right there. Wait a minute now, because you got to let that marinate. Sister started her own dance studio at 15. What were you doing when you were 15, y'all? Okay, I'm not even gonna wait for an answer. Okay, so you started your dance studio at 15.
Yes.
Okay, then from there, what happened?
So I'm going to go back just a little bit further. I started this dance company because my mother, Sister Frederica Wilson, she had her own dance company titled Elevated Places Dance Company. And she decided to take a new career path. And so she shut down the dance studio. And so I supported my mother, but I was like, okay, I want to continue the legacy, and dance is like a therapy for me. So from there, I was like, okay, what can I do to continue this legacy? So that's when I said, okay, even though I'm young, I still can start something. And so that's where Elevated Places Dance Expressions with an X, something different to express who you are through the arts. That's where that came from. And so I started this as an after-school program at first at Blackstone Academy. And then it turned into a company to where several children started to tag along. In my company, I teach ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, contemporary, tumbling, and acrobatics. And then I also have exercise dance. I have exercise dance for adults. So those adults who want to get fit or just enjoy getting fit while dancing, I offer that as well.
That is awesome. And so, okay, now I remember Sister Frederica's dance studio. Matter of fact, my daughter went briefly though, but she went to Elevated Places, and Sister Frederica, in her own right, phenomenal dancer, phenomenal teacher. And then now this legacy has continued with you. And I just want to share this. I don't want to embarrass you or anything, but or make you blush. However, I've seen Sister Rayana in action, y'all. I have seen her not only perform, but I've also seen her as an instructress. And when I tell you, first of all, her talent, I mean, really, it's a gift. She's an exceptionally gifted sister. Okay. And just beautiful dance, just magnificent, truly. And I've also seen her dance solo as well as with the rest of the sisters that were in the dance group with you. Mm-hmm. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, they've performed all over the city, and I believe they've gone out of state too to perform as well. Yes, and then I saw you at a Black Business Expo at Greenbrier Mall.
Yes.
And I saw your grandmother with you, and I said, oh, okay, well, they're going to set up, because her grandmother and her grandfather, they actually own a wonderful school, and I plan on bringing them on as guests in the very near future. I hope they're listening. And the school is Blackstone Academy here in Atlanta. And when I realized that it was you promoting your business, I said, oh, okay. Oh, so it's like that. I love it. I absolutely love it. And she's just so professional, just her presentation. I mean, it was just absolutely beautiful. So thank you for indulging me, Sister Rayana. I just wanted to let the audience know the type of person that they would be engaging when they talk to you. Gifted in her own right with dance, gifted as an instructress, and exceptionally professional. So how can they, well, first of all, what age groups do you work with, and how can they sign on to join your dance studio?
Yes, ma'am. So I work with age groups 3 through 15. But of course, if somebody was to be 16 or up to come to me, I definitely can work with them as well. And you can follow me, my business page at Elevated Places _dance expressions. And expressions is with an X, not an E. So be sure to put the X in front of that. And that's where you can find me. Again, I do genres: ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, contemporary, tumbling, and acrobatics, along with exercise dance.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And so is there anything in particular that you would like to share with our audience, especially as it relates to other young women, because you're a young woman, about what they need to do in terms of showcasing or their gifts in overcoming fear or overcoming certain challenges? Is there something in particular that you want to share with the young ladies?
Yes, ma'am. As far as like, if you want to own your own business or start your own program, don't be afraid to start small. Because when I first started, I always thought I had to be just like my mother, had to be really big. But once I got to speaking with my mother, I realized she also started very small. So don't get discouraged when you have 5 or 10 people. Those 5 or 10 people will eventually grow to 20 and 30 and then so on. And even if your business continue to stay small, still do not get discouraged. Be grateful that you have what you have, and then just give all that you have. And then eventually we'll be blessed with more customers or more experience or more money. And just never give up on yourself. It can get hard at times, especially with the pandemic that we're living in. I didn't know how I was going to necessarily continue forth with the dance studio, but I was like, okay, I can do this virtually. It's going to be more challenging because I have younger students, but just find ways to encourage and to interact these children. So don't get discouraged. Don't be afraid to start small and never give up on yourself.
Beautiful words of wisdom. I thank you so much for sharing that, Sister Rayana, of Elevated Places, Dance Expressions. That's how you have to say it, y'all. Dance Expressions. She's like, Auntie, so crazy. Okay, but I thank you so much for joining me, Sister Rayana. Yes, and please extend my greetings and love to the family. My prayers for your continued success as well. And, you know, I want to let my audience know that you can sign on with her dance studio. She is completely virtual now. And you can take your classes. And I don't know, you might see some familiar faces soon. I'm just saying. But the beautiful thing about being virtual is that you can handle 100 people on your platform at a time, right? Or that means you're going to have to offer additional hours in your schedule, but you can do it.
Yes, ma'am. I can. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Thank you. All right. Peace.
Peace.
Oh, wow. That is just awesome. Can you believe it, Instagram? I mean, just the wonderful talent that we have in our community, especially among our young people. And that has a special warm place in my heart when I see young people just doing everything that they can to feature their gifts and utilize their God-given gifts and benefit the community. I have a sister that I'm about to bring up, y'all, that I have known for quite a number of years. And there aren't too many people who I entrust my locks to. No. I'm a firm believer. Look, my mother taught me a long time ago, you can't have everybody in your hair. Can't do that. But with this sister, I have always trusted her. She has always taken such great care of me, great care of my hair. And then as the years have continued on, she has become what I consider to be my sister, my dear sister. And so I welcome to BBI Talks, Sister Najma.
Hey, greetings. Assalamu alaikum, sis.
Greetings. Well, alaikum salam. How you doing, Queen?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. I can't complain. Not at all. Did you hear the last sister? 15 years old, starting the dance studio?
Yes. I was like, wow. I was listening to the whole show. I'm just like, man, these young people are amazing. They're very inspiring, really. I'm looking up to them like, yes, especially the brother who has, you know, his real estate business and stuff like that. That's amazing.
Yeah. That was his third business. He was selling, he sells insurance. He's buying his block. He's got a
exactly. Right. I was like, I'm writing stuff down like, oh, I need to holler at him. I'm so thankful.
Look, the young people make you look bad if you're not careful. I said the young people make you look bad if you're not careful.
Right.
Y'all wonder why I work so hard.
I need to catch up. Where am I? I'm like 14. I was like, dang, what was I doing at 14? Like, nah,
exactly.
Not playing business. I know that for sure.
Not starting a business. No. But it's just beautiful because, you know, it just tells us that, you know, we're in a special sacred time in our history, in our sojourn, and us producing that level of energy, of spirit among our children is right on time.
It's right on time.
It's right on time.
And it's absolutely necessary. It's absolutely necessary for the future of our children, especially our Black children. Like, you know, we have to press forward and let people know that we don't need your jobs. You need us. You need our businesses. So I'm so thankful to see these young children, you know, young people just doing what they need to do to secure their position in their future and their generation. So ashe. And
taking complete ownership. So Sister Najma, you are the founder of PS Naturally Yours.
Yes, ma'am.
And
hold on, wait.
She got the branded mug, y'all.
You know I had to come a little extra, Sister Karriemah. You know me.
I see. That's all right. Look, it's okay. I have no problem with my sister branding the heck out of her mug. I am like, ma'am. Do it, girl. Do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Look, next time you see me, I might have to have my own branded mug. I got my banner. I don't know if you see my banner. This is my new banner.
I love it. I actually need one of those too. So I need to holler at your person too.
Black-owned print shop in the West End called West End Print Shop.
Oh,
and they have been my really main printing company that I use for business cards, flyers, programs, banners, you name it. I just gave them a free plug, but it's all good. It's all love.
They're my go-to sometimes as well. So yeah, I definitely know West End.
Yes. They're great brothers and phenomenal work. So tell us about 1614.
So this is my 1614 oil. And it is, I'm trying to make sure you can see it. So this is my 1614 oil. 1614 oil is my product that I created at least about 9 years ago. I don't know where you went, but I'll continue to go. I made 1614 oil. Hey, you're back. About 9 years ago. It basically came to me in a dream. All the products that are in the oil, I dreamt it. And some of them I added on, just to kind of make it more powerful over the years. But everything down to the cinnamon stick came to me in a dream. And so I put them all together. I looked it up. I looked up the products. I, placed them all together in my oil, and I just tested it. I tested it out on all of my clients. So I'm a natural hairstylist by trade. A mama by divine energy. And that's what I do. I'm a businesswoman who just continues to try to build my brand of PS Naturally Yours. And 1614 oil is just, a branch of PS Naturally Yours. And I've never had anybody have a bad review about 1614 oil. It's good for children's skin. It's good for hair growth. It's good for skin. One of my best friends who's on, Stacy, she had eczema issues on her body, and she used 1614 oil, and it healed her eczema. So it's really good just overall for, babies to elders. And, even when you're using it for children, I will also say just test spot it just to be sure for safety purposes. But I used it on my son since he was a baby. And it's amazing for your skin. It helps grow your hair. It's just an all-around, multi-purpose, amazing oil from my heart to your head and your body. So, yeah.
And I can bear witness to all the above. This is my second time growing locks out. You started both. The first time you grew my locks out, and it went all the way down past my waist.
Yeah.
And they were absolutely gorgeous. And now this is my second time, and you've been using the oil in my hair, and I purchased a couple of bottles, I believe, from you. And I started massaging my husband's head with the oil, and it's very relaxing. It has a beautiful fragrance to it. Oh, my goodness.
Thank you.
People, I get really great compliments about people saying, boy, your hair smells so beautiful, And I said, oh, that's my 1614. It's yours.
Yes. Yes.
It's just, I can feel the love and the care that you put in making your products.
Thank you.
And I can really just, give a straight testimony, a true testimony of its healing power, of its beautiful fragrance, of its ability to really just, ease my locks, because sometimes my locks can be like, hey, but but the oil, It helps to kind of relax the curls and say, we're okay now. We're safe now, right?
Yes, yes. So and that was, I'm sorry, that was actually the major intent, because what 1614 actually means, it's from the Bible scripture, 1 Corinthians 16:14. And so that scripture says, let all that you do be done with love. And so that's all that I put into my oils. Like, even when I'm making my oils, I'm singing, I'm playing like lovely music that is going to increase the energy of my oils. I pray over my oils, just to make sure that what you just said happens for everybody who ends up using my oil. And it's not nationwide yet, but it will be soon. So I'm definitely pushing that forward, and internationally too. It went to Germany one time. I had a sis come visit from Germany who was in the military. She took some oil with me. I was like, look, we international, baby. So yes.
Come on now. And it's only going to continue. And prayerfully, those who are watching this, and even after this live, will reach out to you on Instagram, order their cases of oil that they can have on hand. Because it's not so usual that we're going to find a product that such great care is put into it,
Right.
And I think that's what makes this product so very different from other hair oils, in addition to the fact that it doesn't leave a residue in my locks, which is very common with a lot of the other oils that are on the market. The fragrance is beautiful. I mean, and it softens my hair. Like, what my hair like. I'm very active.
But it's beautiful, beautiful African hair.
It's beautiful, but it's very African. I am African all the way across the board. African, Jamaican, Barbadian, all of that is in here. And so to have a nice oil that can kind of calm that, and just really showcase the beauty of my coils, is just awesome. So one more time, where can people go to get their oil?
Absolutely. You can go to www.psnaturallyyours.com, and there's 2 Y's in between the naturally and yours. So there's 2 separate words, but they're bounded together for the website.
Awesome.
And on my Instagram, you can go.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Brother Anthony. So the Instagram page is at p.s.naturallyyours. And that's where you can see some of my hairstyles and me promoting my oils at times too. So, yeah.
Awesome. And I want to read. I was just going to tell you that my husband put your Instagram handle in the show notes here. So those of you who are on Facebook and YouTube, you can go ahead and get her Instagram there, as well as other businesses that we've showcased thus far. Sorry, Instagram. Unfortunately, I don't have anybody yet to help me with getting that information to you, but please check the show notes after we conclude and you'll be able to get that as well. But I want to read a testimony from one of your clients, Sister Najma.
Okay.
I'm just going to use first names. Sister Stacy said, I've had no issues with regards to eczema since using this oil. No prescription from doctors has ever given me these results. See, this is what we're talking about, y'all.
Yes, Stacey.
Receive the love. Receive the love.
Yes, that's all that is. That's what it's for.
It's beautiful. And I thank you so much, sis. So what are your next steps? Like what's next for you?
Okay, so what's next for me is to basically continue to expand my presence online. It's also I'm going to speak this into existence, get it into the hands of different influencers around Atlanta. So, it can spread, the word can spread because, I put it in Cyrock's hands. Cyrock is the rapper. I know a lot of people know Cyrock. Cyrock, I gave it to her and I hadn't heard back from her yet, but she was so appreciative and she used some of it and she loved the smell. So I'm just trying to push it out a little bit more just to expand the market expand my marketing.
Yes, yes. Well, prayerfully, we will hear from Sarat soon. And I saw her locks. They're absolutely gorgeous.
They're beautiful. They're beautiful.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And they're going to smell just beautiful as a result of using 1614 oil. So please be sure, y'all, to seek out our dear sister Najma and to purchase her oil called 1614. I don't want you to forget that 1614 oil. And I did not know that scripture, but it makes perfect sense.
Thank you. Yes, it's a good conversation piece because people are like, well, what is 1614? I'm like, well, let me tell you. That's right. So thank you so much, Sister Karriemah. You're doing a wonderful, amazing job. I appreciate you using this platform to put on Black businesses. I'm so thankful for you.
And you know, I love you, Sister Najma, and I love your beautiful son. It's just awesome. And he has an awesome mother. And I thank you for just everything that you've been doing in the community, because, you know, this is not new to you. You've been working in natural hair care for many years now.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm just so proud of you, sister, that you have moved and have elevated your game and now offering products to the public. And I'm sure you're going to continue to elevate because that's what goddesses do. They elevate. They create, they reinvent, they innovate, they expand. That's what we do. And so I appreciate you, sister. You continue to be blessed in your endeavors and be increased and protection for you and your family. And thank you so much for joining BBI Talk.
No, thank you for having me. And the same thing to you. I appreciate you as well. And blessings to your family as well, Sister Karriemah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you soon. Until then, and I will be calling because it's time.
I know. So I know. All right. Assalamualaikum. Thank you.
We'll talk to you soon. Peace.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, she is just wonderful, y'all. You know, you can't have everybody in your hair, but when you find someone who has the beautiful spirit that Sister Najma has, you feel very comfortable and confident with what she is bringing by way of her experience, by way of her gift, by way of her energy, and then for her to then take that to the next level and allow us the privilege of taking a product to our homes that we can continue the care that she extends to us as clients and now for the public is truly a beautiful, beautiful thing for us to have. And so now I have another beautiful sister that's going to come to BBI Talks. And my husband wanted everybody to know that she's from where again?
Decatur.
From Decatur, where it's greater. and when I first met sister, and I just realized when my husband and I talked, when I realized that sister, well, I haven't introduced her yet, but when sister used to work with my husband, and she says, "Oh, you're so quiet and so prim," and then she watched my last birthday bash, and I was lit, y'all. And she said, "Who is that?" So now she is on the show. I didn't scare her off. And so I welcome from X Creative Spaces, our beloved sister, Shawanis.
Hi. Hi, Karriemah.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantabulous. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Fantastic. Look, we have to do the claps until I get aboard and I have my little, one of these days I'm going to grow up and be like Brother Sway and have the ow and all the other sound effects. But right now, it's me.
At your party, you were doing the
right, for my trademark, ting. Yeah. Everything is me, but eventually we'll grow into that. So, sister, thank you for coming and welcome to BBI Talks. I would love for you to introduce yourself and tell us, what is X Creative Spaces?
Again, Karriemah, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited about sharing today about X Creative Spaces. As Brother Anthony said, I am from Decatur. I am original to Atlanta, Georgia. Born here, grew up in Decatur. My husband also grew up in Decatur, and so he and I and his twin brother are in business together with X Creative Spaces. And X Creative Spaces is a beautiful creative place where creatives, authors, leaders, entrepreneurs come to share a space, what we call a co-work space, throughout the week and into the weekend. And so we started the business March of last year, just before the pandemic hit. And so we're coming up on a year here in just a moment. We have expanded from just utilizing it as a co-working space to also have an event space. So we have a lot of different creatives coming in and utilizing the space throughout the week. We have a podcast room where individuals who want to record and produce their podcast, they can come in. We have conference area. We have small group rooms. So if you need to do an interview of someone or you need a quiet office space, you're welcome to do that. Our event space upstairs is 1,500 square feet. And so I really like that space up there because a lot of creativity gets expressed in that area. And so we've had some remarkable events here in the past year. So we're really excited about it.
That is wonderful. So, okay, so what kind of events have you hosted? I'm just curious to know.
Yeah, we've had video production shoots. We've had a YouTube series. We've had a small, intimate, COVID-friendly wedding. So they completely transformed to an intimate wedding. Or I believe there were about 25 people, and that was really special. We've hosted a girlfriend's brunch. We've hosted art shows where local artists have come in and utilized the space by setting up their art and having people to come in and purchase art. Let's see, we've had a Christmas soiree of sorts for a cheerleading group for the youth. And oh wow, there's just been so many, and a lot of people come to utilize that space to do photo shoots, as well as videographers come to do production for a video web series and things of that nature. We also had United Way to come, I believe it was last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago. They came and they did a recording here on helping the community. So there are various different activities we've had so far. And it's just at a year, so you know, God has really blessed us to keep steady traffic coming in.
That is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, if you never believed in God before, you certainly will now, because in the midst of even a pandemic, the fact that you have been able to continue on, that's God's mercy. That is written all over that. That is phenomenal, sister. I'm so happy for you and for your husband. So, I mean, what brought you to X Creative Spaces? I know you talked about it being a collaboration between you and your husband and his brother, but why Creative Spaces?
XC, which is what we affectionately call XC Creative Spaces, actually started out as a church ministry out in the suburbs of Conyers. And at the beginning of last year, you know, there was a shifting happening. And, you know, anytime you feel the energy of a shift or a spirit, you have to lean into it instead of pulling away from it. And so we just knew that God was doing something different in terms of blessing people to utilize their gifts and their talents to do something great in the world. And that cannot be contained in four walls. And so we moved out of the suburbs into the city, and started this space really to be a hub for individuals to come in and be inspired and motivated to tap into those gifts and utilize those gifts to be profitable, to make money, to take care of themselves and their family while still, you know, being purposeful and utilizing the gifts that God has given them. So that's how the transition.
Well, I mean, that's beautiful. I'm actually also taken aback by that beautiful mural that you have behind you. Yeah. That is absolutely gorgeous. And if that's any indication of what we will find when we come to its XC Creative, is that correct?
Well, we call it X Creative Spaces, so we don't have to double the C.
X Creative. Okay,
X
Creative. Okay,
but we call it X for short.
Got you. Okay, I got you. So now, are there murals all over your venue, or?
This is the primary mural that is on the inside. So as soon as you walk into the lobby downstairs, you are greeted by this mural. Most of the building is exposed brick, which is really beautiful. We're in the midst of starting some, I don't want to say renovations because we're not tearing walls down or anything like that, but we're updating the space to make it even more bright and creative. So outside of this one, you first walk in, and the large mural that is on the outside of the building, those are the only two that you see. But you will see other artwork and pictures and things around the space.
Awesome. So tell the audience, where are you located? Because they're not going to believe where you are.
We are located in the heart of the Martin Luther King district in Edgewood, not far from Old Fourth Ward.
Come on now.
So they just built, within the time that we've been here, there's a George Floyd mural that is directly across the parking lot from where we are. And then there's a large Power to the People mural that is on our building. And so we sit right in the heart of Edgewood. And it's very lively down here. The energy is different, it's vibrant, it's active, it's creative. I really love it. You all really have to come down if you're ever in the area near Edgewood. And I think the nearest cross street is Boulevard, near the new Slutty Beacon. Then that's where we are.
Awesome. I mean, I am just blown away. My husband brought me down there over the weekend, and and he, you know, got it up, hopped out of the truck and took a picture next to the sign, and he was just so excited, and I was just tickled. But I love really it's become a complete community of Black-owned businesses, just one after another. And to me, that's exciting to see us a part of the revitalization of the community. And I think it's important to say that because oftentimes when you hear about us as a community, we are the victims of regentification.
Right.
But in this, we are a part of the process of revitalization. And so I think it's important for us to go and come patronize your business and see how we can add to the development community. To me, I was just amazed at that. And then the murals, like you said, are absolutely gorgeous. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful space, beautiful environment. I can't wait to go inside. We didn't have the opportunity at that time to come in, but we will definitely be back. And I'm just so happy that you're there, sister. And I'm happy that you're doing well, you and your husband and your brother. What is it that you would like to share with us in terms of any upcoming activities, or are you currently accepting memberships, or how does that work?
So we offer memberships for our co-working space. You know, with the pandemic, we are still, you know, trying to get used to this new normal with COVID. And so a lot of people aren't traveling to work their usual workspace. And so we've created this space where individuals can come in throughout the week with their laptops and plug into our super fast Wi-Fi. We have coffee available, and they can work for part of the day or a full day. So a cohort membership, we have 3 options. For individuals, it's $90 a month, paid quarterly. For corporate or group membership for up to 3 individuals, that's $249 a month, paid quarterly. And we did not forget about our students. There are some students that are, you know, working from home or dorms or trying to plug in at Starbucks or wherever they can. We also have a membership for students, which is $49 a month. And so that allows individuals and groups to have access to the building. There is some time that is factored into the membership to utilize the event space upstairs. So if you have a meeting or you want to do a workshop or a presentation, then you do have access to the event space. I believe it's 2 hours a quarter for individual memberships and 4 hours a quarter for groups. So we have some wonderful, wonderful things coming up in the spring. I don't want to give too much away. We're in a big planning right now, but I just want to encourage everybody to plug in. If you have any questions, you can find us on Instagram at X Creative Spaces. You can visit our website, which will show you more pictures of the space. Our website is xcreativespaces.com. And you can get more information there on membership and upcoming events. We just had a virtual business planning party this Sunday, which is how I missed you all when you came. We were actually live and I couldn't come out and see you. But we're planning to do another one really soon. So again, follow us on those platforms. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to have you. We also do tours on Saturday mornings, like late morning, early afternoon. So if any of your viewers want to come down and just tour the space to check it out, we'll be more than happy to see them.
And I just want to say, just the rates that you shared are very reasonable. I just want to put that out there. They are very reasonable.
Yeah,
and then it's for everything that you all
know, this to be a financial burden to people. You know, we want it to be where they can come in and think creatively, be open enough to think creatively and not be stressed about, you know, how am I going to take care of, you know, the financial aspect of it. So we built it in a way that it will be, you know, profitable for us so that we can provide a good space, you know, for members, but also we kept the members in mind when setting the cost for memberships.
Was definitely appreciated. And so I want everybody who is watching this to go ahead and get their memberships with X Creative Spaces. Please patronize our beautiful family that is there that has an awesome space. And we need to do it not just because of the fact that we have the need for access to a co-shared space, but also because of the importance of us spending our money with our own. And sister and brothers are providing us with a beautiful venue, definitely an expression of Black excellence. And when I tell you, the sister is professional, and I mean professional. Okay. I mean, she's gonna dot those I's, she's gonna cross those T's, and she's gonna make sure that your experience is a seamless one, a beautiful one. And I mean, just from a conversation, I was like, oh, sister, she can handle the business. I don't have to worry about it. She got it. I got you. And I'm in capable hands, and I love it. So I can't wait to come back to your venue there and to take the tour that you offer on Saturdays. And if anybody wants to join me, you know, hit me up. Maybe we can all go for a tour at the same time. Why not? So just hit me up, DM me on Instagram at Professor Lotus, and let's talk about how maybe we can do a tour together. Does that sound all right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I thank you so much for joining, sis. Thank you for being there. Please greet the hubby and please greet your brother and thank them as well. And I continue to pray for your success and that things just continue to come into fruition. All of your plans and your visions come into fruition and that they are blessings in your lives. So I will talk to you later.
Thank you so much, Karriemah. We really appreciate your prayers. Again, thank you for having me on. And I look forward to leading you all on the tour.
Yes. Thank you so much, sis. And peace. All right, y'all. Man, we have another beautiful venue that we can go to, that we can utilize. And I mean, there's just so many creatives in Atlanta. I mean, I know, sister, you've got the hair salon, you've got the tax prep business, you've got brothers, you got the barbershop, you've got you're a model. I mean, you're an influencer. And so now you know that there's a place that you can go that's right downtown, beautifully located. I mean, what more could we ask for? Just a beautiful place, great family that is running the business. They're running it the way it should be ran. And I mean, I'm excited. I can't wait to go there and see how we can maybe work out some business among us as well. Because that's really what it's about. If I have a need, the first place I need to go is look for somebody who look like me. I'm just going to be plain about it. If I've got business that I need to handle, the first place I need to go is to somebody who looks like me. All right? We clear? That's how it should be. And there's nothing wrong with it. It is called self-love. Isn't that beautiful? Self-love. I love me enough that I want to support that which looks like me. I want to encourage that which looks like me because that's a reflection of me. That is my mirror. That is my reflection. And just as I want to be successful, I want the person in the mirror to be successful too. Did you like that little segue? Okay, y'all, we have Sister Janelle Muhammad with Destination Own. And once she shares with you what she does, I know that my phone's gonna be blowing up, Sister Janelle. Because they're gonna say, I'm just gonna let you introduce yourself and tell the community what you do.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Janelle Muhammad. My company is Destination Own. We are a group of international realtors and real estate professionals around the world, and we help you to move from where you are to where you want to be, basically, anywhere in the world. We start out with doing a consultation with you. You find out where you want to go. We set up a plan. We get you in contact with lawyers, tax professionals in your desired location, and then we take it from there. We find you a place and help you start your new life.
So this is international real estate.
International, absolutely. Yeah,
and if you wouldn't mind, because
and Senegal, yes.
Yes. And where are you now, Sister Janelle? This is really going to get everybody.
Right now I'm in Panama, and I hope you can hear me okay. I'm having technical issues, so I'm on my phone at this point. I abandoned my whole interview setup. But yes, I'm in Casco Viejo, Panama, and we have a place here. I come here occasionally, so I've been here for a couple of months, and may stay a couple more. I don't know.
Beautiful. Look, I mean, that's the life, y'all. I'm in Panama. I might stay for 3 more months, just selling international real estate. I mean, that's the life. So what country have you helped those who desire to purchase properties overseas?
So I'm working, well, let's start with Kenya. That's the last one I did. And then Panama, Ghana, another Kenya. And basically that's it. I have a lot of people going to Ghana, a lot of clients trying to find their way in. What's difficult for people is the funding, you know, not really mortgage friendly place. So, you know, we're working through issues with some buyers and things like that. But Colombia's next, and I've been to the Philippines, not really to sell real estate, but just to set up tours. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, I do real estate tours as well. So.
Right. Okay, so, wait. I mean, this is dope, Sister Janelle. This is really dope. Okay, so the first thing I want to ask about is how do most people, when they want to purchase real estate overseas, are they taking, can you take a home mortgage from here in America and bring it there? Do you have to use the banks there? How is that commonly funded?
So different ways, different countries. It's always best to bring the money with you. So if you could take money from your home and then use the cash, that's always best because of the interest rates, things like that. If you don't own property here, you can find newer developments that have not really a mortgage, but, you know, payment installments. And it just depends on where you go. What the terms are, and it also depends on the developer. Right now, the best one I've heard is in South Africa. We just spoke about this the other day on another show. They have, let me see, I can't remember how much it was, but their installment payment was, they do a 30% down payment, but they split that up into 3 portions, and then they give you a 50% more, and then you have to pay that off in like 5 years. But and that's so far that's the one I've heard. Usually it's like 30% down, and then they want 50% when they complete the project, and then you have like a year to pay off the last, you know, portion of it. So it all depends on the developer. And then you can get mortgages, but you might get interest rates from like, you know, 13%, you know, like, you know, I don't know if you want to pay that. So.
But you can pull from your 401k here in America and bring that with you. And I say that to Janelle because, and I've said this on previous shows as it relates to wealth building, the loss that you will get with the stock market, since most 401ks is investing in the stock market. And I don't know if you saw how GameStop completely tanked the markets. And so, you know, typically when they have 401ks, they invest them in what's considered to be safe stocks, mutual funds, etc. But it's still impacted by what's happening on Wall Street. And so you can literally lose thousands of money and buy property overseas. Now, what are some of the reasons why people are buying properties overseas?
Some of the reasons you said?
Yes, that someone would buy real estate overseas.
So yeah, sometimes it is for investments. What I always talk people into doing is if you want to retire somewhere, go now, get yourself a little unit, maybe 1 or 2 bedrooms, and then open up an Airbnb. And then that's gonna, you know, make you money over time, you know, help with the retirement. You could even move in there, or if you wanted something bigger, like a forever home, you can sell that and then purchase something else. But that's one of the reasons. Some people just want to retire. Some people want a second home. I've been hearing a lot of people who want to just get out of the US and get a second passport somewhere. So, you know, it's very personal to, you know, your situation. I always tell people no two situations are alike. I can't quote any rates, any prices, any, you know, it just depends on when you're going, why you're going, and how quickly you want to get there. So.
So now there's just a little bit of delay, but we're going to keep it pushing, Sister Janelle. Don't worry. Okay, so
okay, right?
So now, you mentioned that you also offer real estate tours. Can you tell us something about that as well?
Oh, yeah, sure. So I do real estate tours for individuals as well as groups. Our first real estate tour is actually how I ended up in Panama. I did our first real estate tour in Panama. I took a couple people. I brought my husband along just to like take pictures and you know, follow us around. And then he said on the last day, he was like, let's do it. And I was like, let's do what? So here we are now, a couple years later. But basically, if you have a group of people that you're interested in investing with, that would be a good, you know, a good for you to like get a group together. We could take you all out. On the tours, we show you everything that you need to know within the time frame that we're going to be there. My rule is if we're going like more than 10-hour flight, we try to stay out for 2 weeks. You know, if it's the Caribbean or something, we do a week because anybody can go to the Caribbean at any time. So, so yeah, we do a heritage tour with a, you know, every day, this is what your life could be like tour. And we try to hit up at least like 3 cities in every country, like 3 of the major city centers, so that you can get a feel for what, you know, what the area is like and how your life would be. During these tours, we visit expats, we other Black American expats. And we, you know, we do lunch, we go shopping, we hang out. You know, I have learned over the years to kind of take it easy with how much I plan in a tour, because some people are also using that as a vacation. So, you know, I kind of give them a break and let them hang out at the hotel or get lost.
Awesome. So, Sister Janelle, if you wouldn't mind sharing with everyone, how can we get in contact with you?
Okay, so
we definitely want to buy real estate overseas. We need to get our passport. How can we reach you?
Okay, you can reach out to me when it's just an idea in your head, because we help you to figure out where you want to be. Some people don't really know where they want to be. They've heard of a place and they just kind of are going with it. But it's really a discussion of like, what do you want your life to be like? You know, you might go to a city that's too much of a city, too many tourists. So we start whenever you just have the idea in your head, you can reach out. Email me at jm@destinationown.com or info@destinationown.com. And we are on social media. It's at Destination Own across all the media sites.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I thank you so much.
Okay. I have one thing to mention. Sorry, I forgot about the delay. I do have a course that's happening later this month, and it's called the Live Where You Love course.
Oh, wow.
Where we basically are going to break down everything that you need to know from beginning to the end. You'll also get all of my resources all around the world. I work with several different associations, realtors and lawyers, everyone. And yeah, that'll be dropping soon. We'll put the date out, but just so you know, it's coming.
Awesome. And so will the link for that when it's up and running be on Destination Own?
Yes, and it'll be on Destination Own website, and then of course I'll send it out. But I think it's just the website destinationown.com/live where you love. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I thank you so much, Sister Janelle, for being on the show. Continued blessings and just great growth and prosperity for you and for your family. I definitely will be calling you, and I hope that those who are watching will also reach out to you because Sister Janelle, I mean, it's just an awesome resource, especially for those who are desiring to purchase real estate overseas. You know, there's nothing wrong with having more than one home. Hello.
Or more than one passport.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, our passport.
Yeah, or more than one passport.
Not going to be, you know, not great anymore.
And so it's always good to have an alternative, right? But I thank you so much. Our next guest is she's ready to go, but I want to thank you. And I definitely have to have you back, Sister Janelle, because we just couldn't unpack everything in these 8 to 10 minutes. But I thank you for joining. And this just gives those who are watching an excuse for reaching out to ask questions. So, right. So I will see you soon. And greetings to your family. Peace.
Peace.
Wow. Okay, so we can live overseas. We can get another passport. We have somebody who knows her way through the system of how to get it accomplished, where we can get our funding from. I mean, do you see where this is going? We don't have to just stay here in America. Who said that? We can go to other places. We can have more than one home. And guess what? We don't have to be filthy rich to do it. Did y'all hear me? You don't have to be filthy rich. You just have to know how to manage your money well. Now, in preparation for our next guest, I have a wardrobe change. So one moment, y'all. One moment. Yes. Y'all checking me? Y'all checking me out? Y'all see what I have on? Y'all see the curve in the hat? See, I come from a long line of hat wearers. Yes. Great grandmama, grandmama, and yes, mama. Yes. And the legacy continues with my daughter. So, without further ado, I want to bring on my next guest here on BBI Talks. Sister Kiva with Mad.
Yes. Thank you. I love the intro. You curved that hat better than me. I need you to be my new brand ambassador. Sister Karriemah.
I'm ready. I'm ready, y'all. I'm ready.
I love it. I love it.
Now, how are you? You're not going to be able to control me once you let me out the gate.
I see. I see. I love it. I love
Sister
it. I need
Kiva.
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing well. I'm hot. Y'all see me, I'm shining. I was like, oh Lord, I didn't get my sign up, you know. But I'm here and I'm so grateful. Thank you for having me on your show. I am definitely calling you Sister Janelle. I want to move. So yes. I'm so grateful. Thank you for having me.
No, you look absolutely gorgeous as always. I see the hats behind you.
Yes.
Is that salmon over your shoulder there?
This way?
Salmon?
This here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
That's bubble gum. This is Dallas hat. It's actually the same style hat that I have on my head. Where am I in the picture? There we go. It's actually the same hat.
Yep, right there.
Comes in black as well. And it is in bubblegum. I have this in lavender. But this is my personal collection behind me, you guys, on this wall. But it comes in a lavender, a cream. Ooh, this one right here. It's caught on to one of my pieces of jewelry. But yeah, and it can be styled many ways.
I'm going shopping. We your business. Okay, so
I'm dropping stuff off the
world. Tell the world about what is Mad Hatter. And I love the name, by the way.
Thank you. Well, Mad Hatter is an online hat boutique. We also sell jewelry and some apparel, not a lot, but I have a really cool like little tea dresses, very long, nice little collar on it. But Mad Hatter is my online hat boutique. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sister Kiva. A lot of the entertainment world knows me as Soul Lily, and I'm usually wearing really long braids and a hat. Okay, so it just kind of, people got to know me from the hats. So I would get a lot of inquiries about my hats. Hey girl, where'd you get that hat? So I just started getting more creative with it and wearing hats with, you know, little funky bands and things like that. And I remember one day someone just called me the Mad Hatter. They were like, "Oh my God, you're the Mad Hatter," kind of like the Alice Disney movie. And I know her. Not a huge promoter of that brand, but I do know the movie. I probably know it line for line. So I thought about it and I was like, well, you know what? I'm just going to create my own business and I'm going to sell these hats. Yeah. And instead of Mad Hatter, I just did play on words. It's Mad Hat Her. A lot of the line is women's hats. Right. And that's kind of how it started. And here we are. Fast forward about a year and a half later and here we are. Mad Hatter is a thing. But that's how it got started. And that's how I came up with the name.
And my apologies, y'all. I called her Kiva, but she's so Lily. Pardon me.
Kiva's fine.
I've known sister for a very long time. So
she has.
But she's a phenomenal writer of music. Yes. And you know, I'm gonna put everything out there. I'm putting everything out there.
We're gonna plug it all, okay?
And then she's got always has had a wonderful sense of fashion. And when I saw that you had the Mad Hatter girl,
yes,
it was sold. It was sold.
I'm so glad.
Beautiful. So okay, so you have now this is more your spring summer collection, right?
So what you have is spring summer. Excuse me, y'all. I am hot. I got this sweatshirt on, and I'm running around the house. But yes, so it is definitely spring summer that you have on. It is more of a kind of a rancher fedora type style hat that you have on. I believe you have on the Alice straw. I'm trying to look. Oh, I remember that. Yes. So that's a straw that you have on. You have on a straw, so it's definitely spring summer. A lot of the hats in the collections that I carry are wool felt. I wear wool felts in the summertime. I don't care what's happening. I can have on a linen suit and a wool felt hat because I just love my hats. But that is definitely spring, fall. I have some really cool new straw hats coming in. I can't wait. And of course, I carry my wool felts all year long. I do have some caps as well for the gentlemen, a more casual line of caps that I have for them. But ideally, overall, I mean, we always want to be in the business of doing for self. And ideally, my goal is to have my own hat line. I do, like currently I'm a reseller. I do use a phenomenal brand. I give them props for that, but it isn't a brand that I've curated myself. So the goal is to have Mad Hatter carry its own line of hats. But yes, you have one spring, and I can't wait to show you guys the new things that are going to be coming out this summer. Woo.
Well, show us what we can wear, and I can't wait either. Show us what we can wear now in the winter, these felt hats. I want to see it. I don't know what color that is. The blue behind you?
I'll tell you what I have. I do have this. This is my personal hat, but it is on the site. This is the Duchess, and I probably sell more of these than anything. Honestly, I don't know how to keep these in stock, but this is a navy. I'm glad the lighting is decent. This is natural lighting, so you can see the actual color. And again, this is my personal hat. I just haven't worn this one, so it still has a tag. But the Duchess style hat is, and I mean, I wear this hat. First of all, I have a big head. People ask me all the time, girl, is this hat going to fit my head? My head is huge, okay? I have a Gina, all right? Let's just say that. Let's just say that now. This hat, it fits all heads. It fits all. I do. You know me. And so I wear it over big hair. I wear it over braids. I've worn it over faux locks. you know, so you've got real locks, you can wear it over there too. So it does fit. This is on the site. It has a band of matching color with the raw hem on the side. I currently have it in navy. I have it in that bubblegum pink that you saw back there. I have it in gray and in a really pretty, like a maroon color that's really, really nice. My mom's surprised she didn't snag all of those for herself. But I do have that available on the site. And this is a really popular style for me. Everybody seems to like this, the Duchess, my little Duchess hat.
Yeah,
and if you've noticed, most of the style of the hats are actually named after like an Alice in Wonderland character. I have the Alice and the Duchess and the White Rabbit, and just different, just based on the color, just to kind of stay on brand. But but yes, they're hats that fit every head. For the wearers of many hats, they're adjustable. If you got lucky and didn't get a giant head like me, we can help with that too, because they all have adjustable bands on the inside. But you know I gotta be.
And I'm so glad you said that, because you know I like to wear my natural hair, so Lily. However, my new thing is I like to experiment with wigs, and prayerfully, my wig designer will be on the show soon. Oh yes.
Okay. It fit. It will fit. I mean, if you have
in a new reality.
Right, because a lot of times a lot of times we'll wear wigs and people don't get it. We wear wigs as Black women a lot of times as a protective style. We don't want to put too much heat on our hair. We don't want to, put weave or even sometimes the braid hair directly on our natural hair, because it can pull moisture out of our. I'm going to save that for the hair people, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Exactly. And so we'll braid our natural hair down and wear a wig. However, sometimes when it comes to wearing hats, we got those braids under there and stuff don't fit. It doesn't fit. These will fit. I promise you. They'll fit. Yes.
It always fits.
They will fit.
And then I don't feel like I'm like my head is being pulled because the hat is too tight. So I mean, it's perfect. How can we get in contact with you so we can order our hats?
Absolutely. So the website is www.madhather.com. It is not Mad Hatter. It is Mad Hat Her. So MADHATHER.com. You can also follow me on all social media platforms. It's the same. It's Shop Mad Hatter on Instagram or Mad Hatter on Facebook. And of course, I'm So Lily on all social platforms. So if you forget, but you remember my name, you can just look up So Lily, misspelled with 4 L's, and you'll find me and you'll find that.
Well, I thank you so much for being on the show. Continue success.
Thank you.
My prayers for you and for the family. Please kiss the babies. Mwah, mwah, mwah,
you too.
All the babies. And I tell you, yes. And we definitely have to get up soon. And yes, I will be ordering that bubble gum. So be sure to
put it away.
That aside for me.
Got you.
But I appreciate you, sis. I really do.
I appreciate you.
They're awesome.
Thank you.
And I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, ma'am. Peace, everybody. Thank you.
Okay, y'all. I gotta move on to the next one, but I'm keeping my Mad Hat Her on, y'all. Look, I'm stunting. Oh, okay. I wonder if Brother David, my next guest, can tell me whether or not I can get this in a survival kit. Brother David, Assalamu alaikum. Uh-oh, I can't hear you. Are you on mute? Let's see. Is he on mute? I'm trying to see whether or not he's going to tell me I can get this hat in a survival kit, because this is an essential for survival, y'all. This hat. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. While we work that out, Technical is going to get with you on that till we work out the video, and then I'm going to bring you back on when we're ready, okay? All right. I have my next guest, Sister Kim. No, Sister Kim. of Twisted Dips Art Atlanta.
Hey.
How you doing, Sister Kim?
I'm well. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm well. Can you hear me?
I am doing fantastic. I can hear you.
Okay, good.
I'm just gonna ask my husband if he can call Brother David so we can get him on right after you.
Okay.
Now, Sister Cam of Twisted Dips Art. I'm doing great, sis. I am like such a big fan of your company, your business. And I've been watching your Instagram. Yes, I guess I'm trolling people's Instagrams. I guess that's what I'm doing.
All right. That's what we do in 2021.
And everything you've been posting has been like just such fun, and people really like look like they're enjoying themselves, and I'm like, I want to go. So please tell the audience, what is it that you do? What is your business? What is Twisted Dips?
All right. Well, I am Cam of Twisted Dips Art Studio. That is just our first business for the brand. So here at Twisted Dips Art Studio, we are a paint and sip establishment. Bring your own bottles, bring your own food, snacks, whatever you need to have a good time. You bring it to the studio, and we'll lead you in an instruction on how to create one of our wonderful masterpieces. Now, here at Twisted Dips, we're not like the regular paint and sip studios. We have a thing called Art Your Way. That's like our brand. That's what makes us who we are. I got into art doing what I wanted to do, and I feel like art is a way to express yourself. So we'll never tell you how to do your art. It's Art Your Way at all times here. And yeah, we just vibe out. It is a pandemic though, so some people aren't, comfortable with coming in studio. So we do have at-home kits that we provide for people that they can come pick up contactless if they don't want to do that. And you could take it home and have the same experience. We got the instructions. But if you're not scared, our doors are open for you to come on in. It could be wine, it could be juice, it could be water, whatever you need. You just bring it to the studio, and we help you create your best inner piece of art.
And it is dope. And then don't you also have events that you host where you're painting the trap music?
Yeah, we have. Oh, yeah, of course. We have trap and paint. I actually opened up another business venture called Twisted Dip Smoke Shop and Lounge. So we have the smoking paints also going on Sundays, smoking Sundays. So that's more of the trap vibes there. We do everything. We're not just for the adults. We have kids. We have the slime classes. We have you can't see it because of course I'm pointing at it, I'm looking at it, but we have our bottle classes. We have our wine glass classes. It's just an assortment of things you can do. Like if you can think it, we can do it. Here, we'll create it. Like it's no limits to art here at Twisted Dip. So yes, we have everything.
Well, I want to give you one of the responses from one of our audience members. They said, hey, I want to step trap and paint. Hey.
It be lit, come and trap it. Yes, yeah, we be lit. We definitely be lit in here. And be a low-key vibe. So you can do whatever. You could be as trapped out as you want to be, and it's all fun and games. So it's really fun, really relaxing, resetting, good therapy. That's what we call it, good therapy. And you get liquid encouragement if you bring it.
Absolutely. And I mean, I think it's dope. Just across the board is dope. It's fun. And then the fact that even with the quarantine, if you are one who maybe doesn't feel as comfortable going out to your studio, even though your studio is open to the public, you can mail us our kits. So can you tell me a little bit about that? Because that's fun.
Of course. Don't mind me. My daughter's here in studio. I'm gonna have her bring me a sample. Bring me a empty canvas for the kit. So for our at-home kits, like you said, we do have the option. We'll either ship them to you. We've shipped to Japan. We shipped to Alaska. We've shipped to the Carolinas, Texas. We can ship anywhere in the world you want.
Oh, wow.
Anything you want. Okay, so whatever you want. Say you want lips or say you want some shoes, right? We'll give you a blank canvas. My assistant is coming. This one, okay. We'll give you a canvas that looks something like that. Let's just say you wanted to draw the girl. You'll get a blank canvas. If you don't need paint and brushes, we won't send them to you because we know there's plenty of artists at home. But if you do need paint and brushes, we also have that available. We'll put some directions in here. You'll get the canvas of your choice. Say you have a big party, everybody doesn't want to paint the same thing. We'll draw each canvas to order. And you'll receive this. You'll receive your paint, your brushes. You'll have your directions on the back. It has a little bit of Twisted Dips tips in there. The way we do things here in studio, and then you're off.
I like that.
Another great thing, if you're local, we do have the easel rentals. That's the things that you put the canvases on. You can also rent the easels, and then it's like a full at-home party, safe. Thank you, ma'am. These are the easels.
Yeah.
So you get the full take-home experience.
Thank
if you're
you.
Local. Right. Get AirPods. But no, you'll get the full take-home experience. And then if you need a contactless, we do have the contactless pickups where we're all safe. You know, we still want to be safe in this environment, but whatever we can do to get our experience to you in home or in person, that's our goal. And that's what we've been doing. Spreading joy all pandemic.
And I love it. And as a matter of fact, just a little tidbit, when my husband and I were courting, and getting to know one another, we actually went to a sip and paint experience. And it was just a wonderful way for us to kind of connect and to bond. And so, honey, hint, hint, you know, we can do something right here at the house as well, and have our non-alcoholic wine on tap. And really, you know, be low key with it. You know, he and I, we may not want a whole lot of people around, you know, and so it'd be wonderful for us to engage in that. So, look, that's free game, y'all, free game.
Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
So what time? What are your hours?
So right now,
right. What are your hours?
Right now, due to COVID, we're everything is schedule based. So most of the weekday classes we start off at 5:30. On the weekends we open up on Saturday at 11, starting for 11 for the kids, and then it really depends on the last class of the day. So sometimes we have we party and we might be out here until midnight, but the class might have ended at 10 o'clock, you know, but we just having a great time, so we just vibing. Sundays is usually the same thing. We are closed. I did just remember that. We're closed Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays just for right now. But back when the springtime and the summer comes, we'll probably open up a lot more. Just of course to help try to curb the spread, do our little bit of due diligence that we can. But other than that, we're open 24/7 online at twistedDipsATL.com. You can always email us or text us. For those at-home kits, we always drawing. We got orders that we got to do today for this weekend coming up, but we're always drawing. You can always email us. You can always text us, and we're here to help you get twisted. Yeah.
And so, how can we get in contact with you on Instagram, and if you're on Facebook or a website?
If you are on Instagram, Facebook, any social media, our studio is Twisted Dips Art Studio. Instagram, Facebook. We don't have a TikTok or a Twitter yet, but Instagram or Facebook. If you're online, you can also Google us, Twisted Dips. We should definitely come up. We're a 5-star business. And if you just want to check us out, website direct is twisteddipsatl.com. So Twisted Dips Atlanta. Short ATL for Atlanta. TwistedDipsATL.com. Call or text anytime 404-573-1485. And yeah, we'll be glad to help you from there.
Well, Sister Cam, thank you for joining BBI Talks. We will be calling you to get those in-home paint and sip kits.
Please do.
I can see that bringing life to us.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Get out.
Yep, the lowest. This canvas
What?
This is our small canvas, right? If you have the
Now,
painting brushes at home, it's really easy to reuse. We have people that have bought their first painting brushes and they're back every week. We're just refilling the canvas. So this is our small size canvas. This is only $8. You can get something like this for as low as $8. The full small kits start off at $15. So real affordable for everybody.
oh, that's fun, sis. Oh, I'm so glad you're there. And please, y'all, reach out to sister. Do your paint and sip, Twisted Dips. I mean, I love the name.
Yes.
I love the concept. I love the artwork behind you. I mean,
Yep.
this is the spot. And I can't wait that when things kind of open up to come out to the studio and maybe we can do something live there. That would be lit. So I mean, I can't wait. But I thank you for joining BBI Talks, and I will see you soon. Prayerfully, this won't be your last time.
Thank you for having me. Mwah. Have a good one.
Thank you, sis. You too. Oh, y'all, I'm telling you, I tried to hit y'all off with free game. I don't know if the husbands out there and the boyfriends are listening, but you know, some sisters, they about that Valentine's Day, and I'm trying to hip y'all to free game. You reach out to Sister Cam at Twisted Dips, do a little paint and sip, you know, or make that a little arrangement. Get your paint on while you social distance and say, see, I love you, baby. And look, only the least expensive one is $5. That's a $20 night, y'all. Trying to hit you the game. Oh, but that's fun now. Now let's see if we can get Brother David back, because he's gonna have to share with me whether or not he can get this hat into my survival kit. Let's see. Brother David, are you there? Oh, I can't hear you. Do you need to unmute? Because I can't hear you. Uh-oh. Let's see. Okay, I hate to do it to you again, but let me go to our next guest, and then we'll try to see if we can troubleshoot this to bring you up. But we're not able to hear you. Okay. All right. We're gonna come back to Brother David, because we need to hear from our brother. He has some really great stuff that he's gonna share with us. But I have another guest, y'all. Now I know some of y'all have had in the summertime in Atlanta have had difficulties and challenges with an overworked air conditioning unit. And now that we are in the winter in this temperature, I don't know if you've been outside, y'all, but it is cold. It is cold. I want to bring on to BBI Talks the brother with the answer. He's the plug, y'all. He's the one we've been looking for when we are having difficulties with our HV and heating. Brother Tavares.
Assalamu alaikum, sister. How you doing?
Heating and air, Brother Tavares.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Well, alaikum salam. I can hear you.
You
but
can hear me?
I can't see you.
You say you can't see me?
Kellafine, I want to thank you for joining BBI Talks, Health and Mentality Clothing. Destination Own, one of our other guests as well, Elevated Places, Dance Expressions, and Artemak Novostek. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. That was a tongue twister, y'all. Okay, let's see if we can get Brother Tavares back on here. Brother Tavares.
Yes, ma'am. Can you see me and hear me?
I can see you and I can hear you. Look, I told everybody you the plug. You are the man. You are the solution from Gold Heating and Air. You're the one that we need to have your number programmed in our phone.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate
the cell phone and the little watch, little Apple Watch. We need to have your number in there too. So, Brother Tavares, please tell our viewers about Gold Heating and Air.
Okay. Well, I started in business in April of 2014. I got into heating and air conditioning in 2012. And I basically always had a love for mechanical and different type of engineering type work. So when I got into the business, got into the field, I actually really enjoyed working. I was well trained, worked for 2 different companies, and I was able to, begin to do work on the side and then build up my my business. And then I officially started in April of 2014. So I do full installations, residential and commercial. I do all kinds of repairs. I work with all kinds of different equipment. I have been doing it on my own for now going on 7 years. So it's been really good. Business has been doing very well. And we're here to please and serve. I love what I do. And I really have either myself or some of my other associates that I work with. We're a good team and we're able to get things done.
Awesome. Awesome. And I tell you, brother, as cold as it is out here, the last thing we want are challenges with our heat, but it's good to know that we can call you.
Absolutely. I just got through literally installing a brand new furnace and air conditioner. So I'm in my work truck just getting finished putting heat in somebody's house.
Awesome. Awesome. So, if you wouldn't mind sharing just a little bit of background, what made you decide to go into this particular industry itself?
Well, I actually, as I stated earlier, I've always had growing up a love for mechanical things, working on things. And I actually was in another field doing financing, mortgage finance before I got into this. And the industry, of course, went sideways. And I was like, man, what do I really want to get into? And I thought about, my wife actually, she saw a school where they were doing heating and air conditioning. And she put that thought in my head. And I was thinking, that's kind of strange. Now, I never thought about getting into that. So when I researched the field, I said, wow, this matches my love for engineering and mechanical skills back when I was young. So I went to school and I loved it. Once I went into the school and actually started learning, I loved it. And from there, my love just took off and I just kept on going forward in the field.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And I tell you, it's nothing like a beautiful Black woman by your side to put the right word in your ear.
That's right. That's right. She did. That's right.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And so now I have to, ask you some advice now that we have reached these colder months here in Atlanta.
Right.
What are some of the don'ts as it relates to maintaining our heat, our furnace in our homes? If you wouldn't just, if you could just drop a few gems for us, something to get us through the winter.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, one thing you want to make sure you do is, people don't realize the importance of changing an air filter. When you're running a furnace, one of the things, and your air conditioner, it does the same thing in terms of what it provides is just, of course, one is providing heat and one is removing heat and providing cool. But with the furnace, if you allow that filter to get too dirty, what happens is the airflow can't get through the furnace. The furnace will overheat. It does have safeties on it that will begin to shut the gas valve off so it won't just get too hot. But it can override and begin to burn out those controls, and it can actually damage your furnace. And once you have a furnace that is damaged on the inside where the heat exchanger, where that the gas jets heat up, then you have to replace that furnace. So a filter is $10.
Right.
So if you don't have a maintenance program, which I advise people to do, and I'm not just saying that as advertisement, but you should have somebody that, if you're not going to change your filter, get somebody that will come by service and change it, because an air filter really is just extremely important. So I would say that would be one of the main things. And then, of course, if you notice any type of burning smell or anything like that and it's not running, please shut it off and call a qualified technician so that you can get it repaired.
Oh, wow. No, you just dropped some gems, brother. Because like you said, the filter's $10 and the furnace is not $10.
That's right. That's right. And you would be heartbroken to know that you could have prevented you from getting a new furnace for a $10 filter.
Oh, yes. So tell us, I mean, I know the purpose of being on here is to promote your business. Right. So I really would like to know, as it relates to the maintenance and care, what services do you provide in that area? Because ideally, I want to call on you. So, what can I expect from that?
Well, now, if you do what I do provide, our company, Gold Heating and Air, we provide a tune-up on your air conditioning and your furnace. And what that consists of, if you're doing what I usually recommend is around the fall time, go ahead and get that service. What you would get from us is, the first thing we would do, of course, is look at the air filter and go ahead and change it. We're going to clean your gas burners. We're going to look and make sure all your components are operating properly and that they're cleaned. We're going to make sure that the heat is flowing properly. Your ductwork, we're going to check that ductwork and make sure that there's no restrictions in any of the airflow. We're going to make sure you don't have any cold and hot spots in your room. You got areas in the room where sometimes it gets too cold, sometimes it gets hot. Of course, we'll make recommendations of things that we can do to accommodate that. In the summertime, we make sure that the refrigerant levels, or you all call it Freon, make sure your Freon is good, and make sure your air conditioner is running properly. And now with the EPA, they regulate our industry pretty heavy, so they have some very, very higher efficient equipment that is now being provided. So when you purchase a new air conditioner or a new furnace, you're going to get an upgrade on your system, because they're trying to help with energy consumption and to lower people's electric and gas bill. So it's a good thing that if you're in a position and you have an older system, we definitely will give recommendations if we see that it needs to be changed. But if you can, go ahead and upgrade, because it's going to definitely save you on your energy bill. So those are things that we provide. And then, of course, I educate the customer, because I've had several customers, they don't even know what kind of system they have. They don't really know how it operates and what it's doing, especially in a situation where it's in a crawl space, like a house. Most people don't even want to go under there to change a filter or nothing, so they don't know what's going on under there. So we make sure that we provide that knowledge, not just the maintenance, but give you a knowledge of what you have, so that when you are there, you can do some small things to just make sure that you don't have to call us if you don't need to. Things like changing the batteries in your thermostat. We can kind of help you with understanding how it operates. But those are just some services that we provide in the maintenance area, and we definitely be happy to serve you.
Oh, that's awesome. And I definitely feel that you are knowledgeable about what you're doing and knowledgeable about your industry. And that is so important. And I appreciate your willingness to want to educate me as your client on these different things. Nowadays, we need somebody who's going to educate us, because you're right. There are certain things that if we just knew, we could probably do for ourselves, or at least give us the option of either doing it ourselves or hiring you and others to come into our homes. So how can we get in contact with you, Brother Tavares? Because I know some people right now are cold because they didn't change that $10 filter in their first. So
absolutely. Well, of course, I have the best way to contact me is going to be my phone number, and that's 770-572-3637. That's the best way to contact me. I am on Instagram under Gold Heating and Air Conditioning. I am on Facebook as well. And we're also in the different circuits. They have some of the different things. I'm trying to remember the next door. Yes. There's a next door, many of the different sites that are referral sites. Gold Heating and Air Conditioning is on all of them. Awesome. And then you can also email us, Gold Heating and Air Conditioning, one, Gold Heating and Air 1 at gmail.com. But 770-572-3637, you're going to get me right away. I'll set an appointment, let you know when I'm available to come out, and I'll take care of you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Brother Tavares, for joining us here on BBI Talks. And I've actually typed your telephone number. So those who are on Facebook and YouTube, you will get that information immediately. And then those of you who are on Instagram, you'll get it in the show notes. So I thank you, thank you, thank you. May Allah continue to bless you and increase you and for your family. And this has been, very, very informative. And I look forward to everyone giving you a call and patronizing your business.
Sister, thank you so much. And I just wanted to say it has been such an honor to be able to be on your show. I love what you're doing. I pray to Allah that He really blesses you, because we really need to increase putting out Black businesses so that we can circulate our dollars. Because what I learned is that most of us, we want to support each other. We just don't know how.
Yes.
So thank you so much, sister. Your service
is praise be to Allah.
May Allah continue to bless you with it, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, brother, and thank you for those prayers. I appreciate that, and all of the well wishes and just the support. I really appreciate that, brother. I really, really do. And please don't think that I don't, because I truly appreciate it.
I know. I appreciate you. May Allah bless you, sister. Thank you so much again.
Thank you. May Allah continue to bless you and your family, big brother. Thank you.
All right.
Peace. Oh, wow, y'all. This has been awesome BBI Talks. Prayerfully, you will go back into the recorded expression of this show and seek out the businesses that you wanted to learn more about and be able to inquire over, because really at the end of the day, this show, as well as when I hosted my pop-up birthday bash, it's all about promoting your businesses, our Black-owned businesses, so that we can, like Brother Tavares said, circulate those dollars in our own community. And the reason why I make it a point to just say this is self-love is because, we will have others who are not a part of our community that will try to put us on a guilt trip. They'll try to put us on a guilt trip for something that they themselves do, and that is support themselves, continue to spend their money and circulate their dollars in their own community. But somehow, some way, when it comes to us, we get put on the guilt trip. Oh, why you want to spend your money with other Black people? Oh, you're racist. Oh, you're discriminating. No, I'm loving me. I'm choosing to love me enough to be able to support someone who looks just like me. It is called self-love. And so if you don't take anything else away from what I have shared in this program, I want you to take this away. Spending money with our own is self-love. and we need to love ourselves. Okay? Can you do that for me? Yes. Yeah, you with me. You with me. So I want to thank all of my guests. I was supposed to have one more guest to come on. I don't know if she's going to make it. Let me see. Anthony? I don't know if she's going to make it on today. I hope so. If not, then I definitely need to bring her in on the next pop-up show, as well as Brother David with the portable emergency survival kits. I really want us to get into that conversation, especially now. I just wanted to know what happened to my chef and Brother David. I don't know what happened, but I want to thank you for being here on BBI Talks. And before I get out of here, I forgot to announce in the beginning of the show, I've got a giveaway. Y'all. Okay. I am going to select from those of you who have watched the show today, and by the sound of my voice right now, if you send me a message either through Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram that you want what I'm about to share with you from another wonderful Black-owned business, and that is my son, who published his first book, which is this one right here, when he was 5 years old, and it's called Mansour and the Mysterious Wheel. And his most recent book that is out is actually a coloring and activity book that goes with his first book. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? And I am going to give this set away. I'm actually paying for this book for you, y'all, because, you know, if anybody knows my son, the businessman, he don't take no shorts on his money. So I will be purchasing these 2 books on your behalf, and I'd like to give these away to you. And this is just to honor my son. He has his 3rd book coming out very soon, and so we will definitely be hearing from him soon. But if you would like these books and you didn't weren't chosen to have these books sent to you, then you can go on Amazon. You can also go on Kindle, and you can find his books there. But it's called Mansour and the Mysterious Wheel. And if you send me a message through Facebook or through YouTube or through Instagram, I can select you, and I will mail you these 2 books for the little ones in your life. And Mansour and the Mysterious Wheel, for those of you who are not familiar with this book, it is a wonderful journey of Mansour. That's the lead character here, right here. And he is teaching our young people the importance of being dependable. So each one of his books, it actually addresses a different character trait, a character quality. And this first book is I Am Dependable. And he's got other books that are coming. And he's just a little boy taking this journey in life. And he comes across this man on the wheel. Okay. Those of you, if you know, you know. Okay. So this is a wonderful, wonderful book. I really do encourage you to pick it up. You want to come and say something to everybody? Come on over. Yeah, I'm going to bring my son on. This is my son, y'all. This is the proud author of Mansour and the Mysterious Wheel, and you have another book coming out, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so y'all have to stay tuned, but we're going to give these 2 books away. Just go ahead and send a message through Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, and we'll go ahead and mail it to you, okay? So that's just my way of saying thank you. Here, I'm going to hand this to Mansour for a moment, and we're going to close out today's show. Thank you for joining BBI Talks. We are here every Wednesday at 3 p.m., and we discuss issues that matter with Black-owned business owners, okay? And so without further ado, I just want to thank you. And I want to thank all of my guests today. It has just been an absolute joy having you on the show. I want to thank Healthy Mentality Clothing. I want to thank Powder Power. I want to thank Gold Heating and Air Conditioning. I want to thank PS Naturally Yours 1614 Oil. I want to thank X Creative Spaces. I want to thank Destination Own. I want to thank Mad Hat Her. I want to thank Twisted Dip Art Studio here in Atlanta. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. Have a beautiful weekend. We out. BBI Talks. And I'm your professor, Karriemah Lotus.
We gotta bring businesses back. My business is black. My business is black as the universe. I know why they mad. They gotta react. Cause we're universal influencers. I can supply you the man. Get what I need out of the land. The earth is the kingdom of God. Glad that I know where I am. We gotta bring businesses back. My business is black. My business is black as the universe. I know why they mad. They gotta react. Cause we're universal influencers. I can supply you the man. I can supply you the man. Get what I need out of the land. Glad that I